Hi, this is Cloris Leachman.
She is irreplaceable. That's how Mel Brooks is remembering actress Cloris Leachman, who appeared in some of his most hilarious films.
A single movie scene in 1971 changed everything in American cinema, sparking outrage so massive that cities banned the film and religious groups called it poison for young minds. Phoenix, Arizona even made it illegal to show, and Texas soon followed. But at the center of all this fire was one woman who refused to apologize.
What am I doing apologizing to you? Why am I always apologizing to you, you little bastard?
And what she did next would forever change Hollywood's view of women and truth on screen. Born on April 30th, 1926, in Des Moines, Iowa, Cloris grew up in the Great Depression when her family's lumber business nearly collapsed. Yet even as a child, she showed determination. When her family couldn't afford a piano, her mother drew piano keys on cardboard, and Cloris practiced every day until she learned. That same drive took her to the Des Moines Community Playhouse by age 11, where she performed in local theater while babysitting to support herself. Years later, that same theater named an award after her, honoring young performers who showed her same spirit. By 17, she already had a radio show giving advice to women across Iowa. And by 1946, she entered and won Miss Chicago, moving on to the Miss America pageant, where she used her scholarship money to chase her acting dreams in New York City, joining the very first class of the Actors Studio with legends like Marlon Brando. She turned down Brando's flirtations but embraced his passion for real, raw acting, a style that shaped her for life. On Broadway, she took bold risks, even turning down sure hits to perform alongside Katharine Hepburn in Shakespeare. A decision that paid off as she became one of the most talked about young actresses in the country. Her film debut in Kiss Me, Deadly in 1955 shocked audiences and even caught the attention of the Senate for being too intense. Yet over time it became a classic, proving that Cloris could turn controversy into legacy. She married producer George Englund and had 5 children, balancing motherhood and a demanding Hollywood career at a time when women were expected to stay home. She became part of a famous social circle that included Marlon Brando, Steve McQueen, and Judy Garland. Yet behind the glitz, she constantly fought for her place in a male-dominated industry. Everything changed in 1970 when she joined The Mary Tyler Moore Show as Phyllis Lindstrom, a character so sharp and unforgettable that it won her 2 Emmys. Then in 1971 came The Last Picture Show, the film that exploded into controversy. Cloris was 45 years old when she played Ruth Popper, a lonely middle-aged woman in a painful marriage who finds brief comfort with a teenage boy. Her raw, emotional bedroom scene with 21-year-old Timothy Bottoms shocked America. It wasn't about sex, it was about truth. Cities banned the movie, courts battled over free speech, and religious groups protested. But Cloris never apologized. She said she was telling the truth about women, and that scene redefined what honesty looked like on film. Her performance earned her an Academy Award and turned her into an icon of courage in cinema. When director Peter Bogdanovich offered to use a body double, Cloris refused, insisting no one else could play that truth. What followed was one of the most emotional and groundbreaking performances ever seen. That courage helped break the mold for women in film, proving that age and vulnerability could coexist with beauty and strength. And while controversy followed her, she continued to evolve, turning from dramatic roles to pure comedy gold in Young Frankenstein and High Anxiety, where her timing and humor became legendary. In her later years, she stole scenes as Grandma Ida in Malcolm in the Middle, winning 2 more Emmys. And even at 82, she danced on Dancing with the Stars, training for hours despite asthma and osteoporosis. She never let age stop her, but her personal life was filled with heartbreak. She lost a baby after discovering her husband's affair with Joan Collins, a pain that haunted her for years. Later, her son Brian died tragically at 30, a loss she carried for the rest of her life. Still, she turned pain into strength, writing an honest memoir revealing affairs, regrets, and the truth behind her struggles. Cloris became a voice for women's rights, protesting for animal welfare, speaking against sexism, and calling out the entertainment industry's hypocrisy. She once said dividing acting awards by gender was ridiculous and that talent had no gender. When she got her Hollywood Walk of Fame star, she even refused to kneel for the photos, complaining about being placed near a souvenir shop. That was Cloris, unfiltered, defiant, and bold. Even in her 90s, she kept shocking audiences, performing love scenes on American Gods, joking about age and desire, and reminding the world that she was still very much alive. She passed away in 2021 at 94, leaving behind one of the longest and most fearless careers in Hollywood history. Her final film, Jump Darling, proved she still had the same fire she'd shown decades earlier. Cloris Leachman was more than an actress. She was a revolution, a woman who made truth her weapon and laughter her shield, breaking every rule Hollywood tried to put in front of her. From her cardboard piano keys to her Oscar-winning performance, she showed that real power comes from being unafraid to be seen exactly as you are. So if you were inspired by Cloris Leachman's fearless life and career, make sure to subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon. Because here, we honor the legends who dared to live boldly and tell the truth no matter the cost.